Well, good morning. Today's a travel day. It's what I consider a normal travel day, where we're moving from one Thousand Trails campground to another Thousand Trails campground. We're going from Yemassee, South Carolina, at the Oaks at South Point campground, and we're going north to Advance, North Carolina, at Forest Lake Thousand Trails campground. We got 2 fuel stops to make on the way, and we're going to get started packing this morning. We hope to be on the road within the next hour or so, and we'll talk to you again from the road.
Leaving this place, the sun's about to break. You're riding shotgun. I'm just gonna drive.
While George does the outside, I do the really important things on the inside. Tea and coffee is a must on a travel day.
The last step of packing up is to check the lights. So we're going to do brakes first, left directional, right directional, and then we listen for the beep. When Louise locks the Jeep, we know we're good to go. So next stop is a Love's fuel stop.
Stopping for fuel in about 5 miles. The average price of diesel gas right now is $5.55. A month ago it was $5.05. A year ago it was $3.10. Yeah, prices are still going up a little bit. It's tough to swallow at the gas tank, but you know what? We're not changing our plans. We're just doing what we need to do, and we're traveling the way that we would have otherwise traveled. When we plan, we try to stay longer at a place to cut back on travel days, but really, we're just going to do what we need to do. We're at the check-in counter for our Thousand Trails campground in North Carolina. George always goes in and gets the paperwork, which I really appreciate. And then we find a good place to unhook the Jeep so that we can get to the site, either assigned or find a site without the Jeep in tow, because you just never know how tight something's going to be or if we're going to have to back up. So we just as soon detach the Jeep under controlled circumstances. And then we will get to the site and he'll get out, look at the site, tell me exactly where he wants to go, and we'll use some walkie-talkies to back him in. It's 3:10 now, which is right in line with our goals of getting to the site by 3:30.
You need to sit down.
Barely.
Just barely reached. We're still in Advance, North Carolina, and it's a beautiful Sunday afternoon, and we were looking for something to do, and Louise found a winery just down the road from here. So we're going to go check it out, and we'll bring you along for the ride, and we'll see what's happening there.
Wineries are always good. Well, that's not true.
Why?
We've had a couple of bad experiences at wineries.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Just not.
But this one looks like it's going to be a good one. Richard Childress is a former NASCAR driver and current team owner of Richard Childress Racing. Best known for his championship winnings with Dale Earnhardt, Richard Childress Racing is a 12-time NASCAR championship winning organization. Childress gave up his seat in 1981 when he handed the driving duties to Dale Earnhardt Sr. Together, they enjoyed 67 NASCAR race wins and 6 Spirit Cup Series championships. While enjoying racing, he began visiting wineries, and what started out as a hobby grew into a business. He opened a vineyard in Lexington, North Carolina in 2004. The shops and gardens are beautiful, the main buildings absolutely gorgeous, and they have live outdoor entertainment most weekends. The vineyard encompasses 70 acres with 30 varieties of wine.
This is beautiful.
It's probably one of the prettiest vineyards we've ever been to.
Yeah, the only other one that really even competes with this is Lambert's.
Lambert's? Yeah.
That was beautiful.
Lambert's was a lot smaller than this.
A lot smaller, but it was as pretty and comfortable.
I think this is
probably one of the largest vineyards we've been to. And the most well done. I mean, there's
Oh my gosh.
a ton of seating.
I mean, they serve you rosé in a bucket of ice.
Yeah,
A bucket of ice and a bottle of rosé, $12.
yeah, amazing.
And the wine glasses? Glass. That matters to me.
And the wine is pretty good.
It's really good.
Very good. This wine is the special for this for the month. Number 3. Forest Lake. Behind the office, there's the entrance to a little trail that goes around the park. It's decent length. I didn't expect it to be this long. It's pretty much level and easy to walk on. Unexpected. A lot of spider silk going across the trail. We keep getting it in our faces and on our arms. So I guess this trail isn't used that much.
I'm okay with the silk. It's the spiders I don't want on.
Yeah. It's surprising to me that we haven't really seen any mosquitoes. We didn't see any in South Carolina. We didn't see any in Florida. We didn't see any here in North Carolina. So this late in the spring, I would expect there'd be a lot more mosquitoes. It's nice to be out on a nice little walk like this and not be bothered. I'll watch, I'd probably jinx myself. And we're gonna get swarmed, but so far we haven't seen any. It's nice. pavilion area, this field. I want to host a larger party, I guess. It's a nice place to do it. So Forest Lake is a large park. You can get a 2-mile walk-in pretty easily without getting too bored, right?
Yeah, there's lots of different ways to go, and I like going earlier in the day so we can get some shade like this.
In addition to having a winery, Richard Childress Racing has a museum as well that's nearby. So today we decided to check it out.
If you're ever in the area of Lexington, North Carolina, it's well worth the stop. It was very, very entertaining.
Yeah, we were in there for a couple of hours. I didn't expect that. We're not big race car fans. We know a little bit about it, just, in passing, but we're not big fans. But we thought, hey, while in North Carolina, that's what you should be doing. So we ventured out and came to the museum, and it was a very interesting experience.
Yeah, it was very nice.
Well worth the time.
Very well done.
Yes, it was. Yep.
Just like the winery. The winery was very well done too.
Yes, it was.
So we're leaving Forest Lake and we're heading to a harvest host about an hour and a half from here near Mount Airy. And because we'll be staying at 2 harvest hosts in a row, I need to take on some water. So I'm going to probably take on about 10 or 15 gallons of water. I don't usually travel with that much water in the tank, but because we are going to be doing back-to-back harvest hosts, we kind of need the water. So first thing I do is I drain the hose, and then I install this little water meter so that I can measure the proper amount of water that I want to put in the tank. While the tank is filling, I can do other things like take up the jacks, pick up some of the pads that we have spread around the RV for leveling, and wait for the water to be done. Turn off the fill tank valve, and now Louise can continue to clean inside. And next step is to dump the tanks if she's ready. I already have the hose hooked up, so all I have to do is pull the levers to dump the tanks. Black tank first. Close the black tank valve. Now we open the gray water tank that flushes the hose out. condensate from the air conditioner runs off this side of the RV usually, depending on how level we are, and when it drips on the dirt pads, it makes quite a mess on the side of the RV. I found that if I put a rag on the ground underneath where it's dripping, it doesn't splash mud up onto the side of the RV at least. But that's just a little trick I just learned. Set the Jeep up for towing. You start the engine, put the transfer case into neutral, and then put the transmission into reverse and slowly let the clutch out to make sure that there's no movement. Then you put it to first and do the same thing, and then you put it in second gear and you can shut off the engine. So it's ready for towing. All we got to do now is set up the brake system. Bring the seat up so that it just touches it, and then we plug it in to the armrest here where there's permanent power, and then we attach the breakaway signal cable, turn the power on, and then press set.
On. Off.
And that's all there is to it.
I'm just gonna drive.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, click that little bell, and hit that thumbs up.